There is an Australian influencer who I guess she's not hugely popular. She's got like 16,000 followers or something like that on Instagram and TikTok. And so, but she thinks very highly of herself. And so she decided to attempt to contact a restaurant to offer them, her promotional services in exchange, I'm assuming, for a free meal or for some sort of something.
Or free meals.
Probably, more than one free meal.
More than one free meal, right.
And she then got denied by the restaurant in not very pleasant terms. And she was so outraged that she made a TikTok about it where you'll see her entire story. Check this out.
This is a PSA for all creators who work with food, travel, lifestyle, blah, blah, blah. I received the most horrible message yesterday from a restaurant wanting to work with them, and I need to make you aware so you guys never work with them and know your standard. So this is the restaurant. This is the restaurant. Please don't go send them any messages, but they said the most disgusting thing back to me. So I am a travel, lifestyle, fashion kind of food creator. I have two separate accounts. I have like a food travel account and I have my fashion account. And I make it aware that I'm the owner of this travel account from the fashion one. Just for reference so you know what's happening. I basically use the same sort of template for every restaurant and like company that I send stuff to. But then I make it personal and tell them what I think they're missing, what I can do for them, and the uniqueness of their brand. So I sent one to this restaurant. Now, I already sent other ones. I've never had a problem with it ever. And then they turn around to my message and said this. I'll edit in the photo. They said this.
Oh, I should pause it.
And
I should pause it so you can read it. So what they said is, you don't seem to have any followers. Maybe you should approach us when you have over 100K.
Okay. I don't see the problem with that.
I mean, maybe they have a set standard for who they market with. And then she said, sorry, but that is extremely rude.
Oh my God.
They wrote back and they said, perhaps, but you are pretending to be influential on social media, and that's just not true. And rather than me just saying that you're something and pretending to be beneficial to our business, I just said to check back when you're actually able to do what you think we should engage you to do. Is it rude to question something that is obviously not true?
Yeah.
So here she'll pick back up with her story.
And I'm absolutely gobsmacked. I had no words. I was actually like disgusted.
I feel like she has words. She's using them.
Clearly someone not in marketing. They don't understand literally anything. Your account and content is never, ever about the follow account. That was gone out the window yonks ago. It matters about your audience, your engagement, your reach. And my engagement and reach, considering I have a small follow account, is really, really good. So like, I've never had a problem with this before in my life. And they turn around and say, oh, let us know when you have 100K. Cool, I could have 100K and I'm having 2 people comment and 1 person save. What, like, is that what you want? And then the second message where they tell me I'm pretending to be influential, that's not the point. The point is to get people to go through creating fun, loving content. It's to it's to influence them to go. But that could pop up before you page and get over 1 million views while I have 300 followers. That's really not how it works. But I was just disgusted in the way that they said it. I think that's what actually pissed me off more.
God, this generation,
like the fact that they were so unprofessional about it. They literally could have said to me straight up, even if it was a lie, just be like, sorry, we don't have any room for collaborations right now. We'll let you know in the future. But no, they had to say this. And I just wanted to let you all know I wasn't going to out them originally, but I put on my Instagram story. I had over 60 people respond with messages, and over 1,000 people saw the Instagram story of me saying it. And everyone said to name and shame them, because for more, not to say they're a bad brand and they're a bad people, obviously I've never even been there, but just say how rude they are with their professionalism and their creativeness with their creators. So I want no other creator to work with them.
Anyway,
somebody said, "R nar." That's what somebody just said in our comments, and I love you for that. R nar. So this chick thinks that she's important. Somebody knocks her down a couple pegs and she can't handle that. That's so indicative of a lot of kids in this generation, right?
Right.
And these influencers who don't have real freaking jobs.
CoatDefense.com. Coat Defense, this is their flagship item. This is preventative powder. It should actually be called preventative / treatment powder, because if your dog is suffering from like skin irritations, rashes, itchy scratchies, whatever the case may be, this stuff is the bomb. You just sprinkle it all over your dog, you rub that in, and it works for so many things that people would normally take their pets to the vet for. You don't need to do that. If you keep this at home, use it preventatively or use it to treat your dog, your cat, your horse, whatever the case may be, they're going to feel so much better. And it's non-toxic. So even if your dog like licks some off of his feet or whatever, it's fine. It's fine. It's safe. It's completely safe. And that's another thing that makes it different than, first of all, having to go and get some, chemical prescription. You've got a non-toxic powder to use that works like a freaking charm. And you can get 15% off of your order of Coat Defense at coatdefense.com using promo code.
If she were in a real freaking job back in the 80s when we had real freaking jobs, like every single day she'd be talked to like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, can you imagine how butthurt this chick would be if she actually were a Gen Xer and raised in Gen X times, in the before times?
She would survive one day.
That is so rude that you're asking me to come to work 10 hours a day and do actual work. Oh my God, so rude.
Well, and what's interesting is that she did not include her initial message to them. Did you notice that?
Yes.
So she included like them saying, no, just get yourself some more followers. She did not include how she reached out to them. Now, granted, she said, I've never had a problem with that before, but she didn't show us what she said. So why not? Why not just show what caused that brand to react the way that they did? I mean,
right.
It seems to me that there was something that she did that maybe was not great.
Yeah, there's a sense, and this just displays that sense of entitlement. It's like I want something for free, and I feel like I'm so influential and I'm awesome, so you should give me something for free. What is that now?
I know.
What is that? No. You don't get to just ask a restaurant and then if they don't give that something to you that you think you're entitled to, you're going to name and shame them. How about F you?
I actually hope the restaurant gets more business as a result of all this.
I hope so too. I mean, I don't know anything about the restaurant, but if the restaurant has been there for 20 years and they've actually paid their dues and worked and they understand how an actual business runs, as opposed to an influencer who's been there for 5 minutes and gets online and does whatever it is that she does for 2 hours a day. It's like, that's an actual business. And they're looking at her like, bitch, please.
Right.
Like we actually are in the trenches running a business, something that you don't understand. So you're not going to get something for free from us. And she can't handle that.
Cannot
Maybe
handle it.
Get out in the real world for a couple of days and see how things work, sweetheart.